Welcome to Grimm's. I'm Grimm. Thank you for joining us all. You can tell you're in a tavern because you can hear the sipping and slurping. If you guys like the way that we run things around here, make sure to let us know by liking and subscribing to our channel. All that good stuff. Before we move on, let's introduce the regulars. We've got the Slurptastical Mark.
Hello again.
We've got the Demure Lisa.
Hello.
We have the
Demure?
bombastic.
Demure.
The bombastic Mr. Chris.
Hey!
And then we have the Saren. Yep! It checks out, everyone.
Yay!
Great. So, thanks again for hopping on for this who knows what episode of Grimm's Tavern, Tales of
That's
RAVNICA.
right.
Episode in the teens.
Something.
Oh, this is a 13?
No.
No.
Oh, thank God. Someone died in the other episode 13.
I think this is like 15 or something, isn't it?
It's an episode.
We're a bit in.
And you're here.
You'll find out with the title.
Yeah.
We'll know before we know.
So, we're going to do a little bit of a recap of what happened in the last one before we jump straight into this, because some crazy stuff is going down. These guys were all split into their own quadrants of the Rakdos Carnarium, which is at the center of the Gore House, which is kind of built in the middle of this abandoned foundry complex. And Avarius was in a cold cellar with all these meat carcasses.
Nice.
Zoralia was balancing on this barbed chain, kind of meshing over a pit of lava. Becky... may he rest in peace, had to act every one of his actions, and then was a big show-stopping ending as he blew up a dragon's head with himself in the head.
Yep.
And then we had
Confetti.
little Miss Tink
With the crazy shit.
going through the
That was-
Steamworks, just like at episode 1, nearly biting the dust, but
oh god.
she made it.
Oh no.
And
Creepy
now...
belly guy. Ugh. Oh.
You're trying to turn him on even more.
Yeah. Well, that's because I thought it would work. It didn't. It just made them more rapid.
How did that work?
I thought it
So,
could die.
unconventional warfare aside, everyone from the original crew is alive, and we are picking back up in the wake of their victory as the crowd is kind of shocked into silence as they meet in the middle. This whole new horror is unleashed. And then, just as they start to cheer for this new arrival, blood-drenched, soaked in viscera of all the people who have died earlier in the night, just comes out of this massive blood cauldron, and then the grating underneath it explodes, and it falls right back down, and it is now set free in the support area for the Carnarium itself.
Nice.
All those
All
poor
kinds of
minimum wage
screams
workers
from
down
down
there
there.
are just biting the dust.
They sent it up.
Yeah, they did send it up. I was just doing what I was told. Doesn't quite
That's
cut
right.
it. And so, cheers, cut short. Quiet. Arms raise up from the little figures in the center of the arena. Ah! Ah! A whole bunch of cheers, boos, a lot of yays.
Is that
all kinds of-
everything?
It's a really torn crowd. Some people are making a crap ton of money. Other people are utterly broken, destitute. Oh my god, people are just bonkers. Fights are breaking out in the crowd for no apparent reason.
They throwing gold?
Well, yes.
Gold coins.
And you find yourself in that terrible position in Avarius of being like, they're throwing money. Stop throwing it in the lava quadrant!
That's wasting it.
I can balance it.
But people are throwing coins, and just like they did when you guys won the race, sometimes this is just an excuse to throw anything. As all kinds of
Nice.
weapons, daggers, arrows are like flying close into the center, and you're just, whoa, whoa,
And
whoa!
his cloak.
Andy, I made a bet that we would win. Can we
Yeah.
go and get that?
I don't know. Who did you bet to? What kind of organization?
The guy that came in here with me.
Do you see him?
I'm gonna look around.
Aww.
You know it.
I mean, how much money did you give him? Do you remember?
All of it? The rest. I bought us pretty dress though before we came in.
Right,
Probably
well,
covered in
let's
mud
hope
and
we
shit.
can find him. I'm sure he's around here somewhere. I mean, I can't see him just being a thief.
Yeah.
No.
Not down here.
I don't
I'm
see.
gonna go look.
Yeah, so right now it's absolute pandemonium. You guys are having to yell at each other just to hear each other from the center of the arena. everything is just in motion. People are leaving the stands. Other people are clamoring towards the railings to get that much closer to you. Some guy falls over the edge, falls in. Yeah, what are you guys doing as a whole bunch of support staff kind of open these other grates into the quadrants, and they start walking out and start with these big hooks on poles, start hooking into the corpses, dragging them into these cauldrons, kind of throwing the bodies in. You immediately notice that some of these cauldrons look like skullmead cauldrons, as they're just boom, and there are blood witches who are like,
could recycle.
no, leave that one. That one has to languish. And they're like, what the? But yeah, they're gathering all of this stuff and starting to clean the stage. They're starting to clear it out. What do you guys want to do?
What do you guys want to do?
I'm dead, so you guys let me know whatever you
Oh,
want.
that's right.
Yeah.
I'm not here right now. And it's good because I gotta fill out some
I
sheets.
need to sleep.
All right.
I'm very tired.
Maybe we could drink some of the skull mead.
I'm already exhausted from that.
Maybe you could try it again.
Okay. Is that okay to do?
Yeah, I think it's fine. You
Like,
just
I
keep
got
doing
the
that all day,
skull.
and it never wears you down.
It does.
Well, it had no effect on me myself. I feel great.
Yes, I feel really good too.
Yeah, but I'm this big. You're
Oh.
this.
Yeah. You are very small. Hmm.
Yeah.
You guys do notice that some of that support staff is actually headed in your direction. There are some of them, and one guy's actually carrying a bag with him. He looks more well-to-do than the kind of thugs who are next to him. Some of them are kind of
He's
demonic
got
in
my
nature.
weddings. He's got my weddings.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're heading towards you, and they're gonna meet you in the center of the arena. You imagine they're to kind of guide you onto your next leg of the journey.
Hey, should we say something to all the people in here, or we have everyone's attention?
I would like
Yeah.
I mean,
Big speech, Andy. Come on.
we do need more people on our side as we
to
are
it.
trying to fight these very people who are trying to kill us.
to. That's a good idea. I could say something.
Yeah, because apparently I'm not very charismatic, or so I'm told.
Oh.
So I've learned.
So mother tells me.
A lot of people tell me I'm not charismatic.
I think you're great, Andy. I could address the people though, and I will.
If you want, what can I do for you? Is there anything we can help?
Tell her she's great.
You're great.
Oh, thank you. I feel like maybe if don't know what that means. Maybe
They're leaving.
They're not leaving.
There's a whole lot of people who are kind of shifting through their seats. A lot of the rowdier ones, which are probably the ones that you want to spread your message to the most, they are still very much here, just like rah!
Excellent. Fine, I'll jump right into it. I will get into my very Azorius, or not Azorius, my very Rakdos state and be like,
As you do that, the man who's coming close sees you prepping for your speech and he goes, runs up and hands you like this cylinder. It's made of an extremely light metal, but it glows with arcane power. Speak into this.
oh,
And he hands it to
Nice.
you.
Oh.
thank you.
And he kind of backs up.
Okay, I will speak into this thing. People of Precinct 6, I am Zorelia, leader of the Fungal Four, daughter of the beloved Hewitt, and a chosen member of the one true guild pact. You think you are so chaotic, so rebellious and unique, but you are just feeding into what the Rakdos Guild wants.
Yeah.
Equal mix of cheers for you and some people going, bad. Mixed reception so far. Soldier on.
You guildwads aren't even scratching the surface of your full potential. Join the Guild of the True Pact. Join us, the Fungal Four. Join Vraska, the Unseen, regal queen of the Teratogen, and unleash your true potential.
I'll do shocking grass behind her, so like little lightning
Nice.
behind her.
Fletcher.
Yeah.
Is
I'm gonna
Shocking
be a-
Grasp a first level spell?
No, it's a
Good.
cantrip.
Nice.
I'm good. I just
And your
like
house
doing-
plant.
Introduce some real chaos into this district. By the end of this night, we'll have that tarnished relic Hewitt cleaning latrines for the Azorius. Rise up and become immortal. And as I do that, I disguise myself into a female version of Rakdos.
Oh my god!
Okay. So you, lightning behind you, thaumaturgy, enchanted kind of like focus in your hand, your voice rebounding off of the rafters up to the highest peaks. You could barely hear the jeering, the groaning, the boos and the murmurs of the crowd as you were just so overpowering and all-encompassing. And when you finish, and in that silence, before you get to hear what they think, you just ripple from your feet, which turn to hooves and kind of makes your skin red. These horns sprout out in the exact likeness of Rakdos' symbol, except you have those distinctive feminine features. A whole bunch of Rakdos are like, oh my god, that's blasphemy, you can't do that, oh my god, she's stepping over a line. And someone's like, isn't that the point? And they're like, I love it, it's so daring. People see this, and with that like reverberating last word, become immortal, mortal, mortal. Isn't that the point of our... A whole bunch of people are looking. Roll a performance. And I'm going to consider you...
Lending aid? She's doing a light show.
I'm going to say that you gave aid, but it's kind of the transforming which did it, but you can't aid yourself.
Yeah.
But mechanically, that's what happened.
That's
Plus
right.
having like a shocking rector's guy.
I
Because
got
I'm just behind
a
her.
27
Whoa.
You get a plus
plus 8.
Oh, nice.
Oh
Good
no,
roll.
performance plus 10. Yeah,
Plus
I got
10.
29.
29! Okay, so I believe that 30 is like near impossible.
Becky is
Yeah.
impressed from the grave.
Yeah.
Your words have truly hit these people in their core. You have addressed whatever stuff you said that didn't register, whatever names they didn't recognize, Vraska, who the hell is she up here to the members of the Gore House? But when you mention, like, hey, you guys want to cause real chaos? Rebel against this world-altering magic that has sat still for 10,000 years. You're a guild about chaos? Unleash it. You want to live forever in the face of oblivion? Do it now and do it this way. You take on the appearance of a new leader of a different Rakdos, and they just... Queen
That's a bit much.
Rakdos! Queen of Riots! And you know that one of Rakdos' monikers is as the Lord of Riots. You hear, Queen of Riots! Queen of Riots! Some people start stabbing some of the people who are like, Queen of Riots! Oh my god! You traitor to Rakdos! The crowd loses their damn mind. It's like an army has just turned on itself and is mulching itself to pieces.
Oh, my god.
However many of these people...
Stand there.
This is not exactly what I had in mind, but... Eh.
And Avarius, you look at Zoralia being like, hey, you gonna say something to him? You see this demonic figure kind of basking in the self-destructive total
I thought you were going to give out like a
adoration
pamphlet or something.
of this crowd, and you can see that there is so much blood in the stands at this point as she takes it all in, that these small rivulets of blood seep through all of the spaces in the banister that runs around the entire carnarium. Bodies are toppling over the railing, almost like a rain, and she's just sitting there taking it in. It's dark.
I'm used to dark, so...
Zoralia? Can we leave now?
I think the skull meat's coming. Maybe we just give that a quick chug. Are you partaking?
I want to sleep, but okay.
Come on.
Okay.
We got what? One more fight ahead of us, and maybe that's it. I mean, you could probably. You don't go down very easy, do you? Up to you. No pressure.
I'll chug the skull meat with you.
All right.
That skull meat is going to have to sit and percolate a little bit. The souls have to languish together. Their consciousnesses have to start to blend so that they get a mix of everyone's different pains. That's a whole thing. We've got some other stuff on the other end that's been just properly aged for you guys. And before you leave, you are going to want to take this, and I am going to want that back. Your Highness. And this guy kind of gives you a wink and bows low as he offers this sack of winnings for you.
Yay!
How much for that artifact?
Oh, you want to buy it?
Perhaps.
That one right there? It's of a very high quality. I would say it would do for three Xeno would do it.
3 0. How much money is he giving us?
Okay. So he kind of looks into the bag. You can see that there are even some Orzhov printed platinum coins. So these are, you guys have been given a huge amount of money here. In gold Xeno, I would say that you guys have about 150 gold Xeno.
150 to share?
Yes.
Between all right, 50 each.
Oh, yeah, I was like, I don't know how you're going to divide that in 4. But
Yeah,
you're not!
Becky's dead.
That's 50 gold. And you said there was some platinum, or was that just...
That's part of it.
Okay.
It's larger coins, so that they don't have to give you like a friggin' massive bag.
Alright, so how much...
Yeah, so
For
he
the
kind
relic.
of takes that, swaps it out. He takes the 3 gold Xeno from your kind of total there, as he breaks
Okay.
it with the money that he's got on him. And he goes, there you go, you can walk away with it.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right.
This wasn't yours, was it?
No.
There
I'm
you go.
unleashing a little bit of
Thank you.
chaos.
It's amazing what you can do with that thing, so... I think you should probably have it.
Now, you guys are probably going to want to get on out of here.
Yeah.
Follow me. And he kind of walks through the quadrant. And you
People
can...
are dying everywhere above us.
Yeah, it is. You guys have honestly started a Havoc festival right here in the center of the Gore House.
Oh, don't be scared. You are with me.
The
Sounds like a
casualties,
typical night over here, though.
casualties will number in the hundreds. So you guys are walking over, and you guys are walking through Tink's quadrant, which is that whole kind of steampunk, steamwork kind of death trap. But you can see that they're all like rolled into place, like props for a theater production.
Nice.
As you can see, a troop of demons are just like, they unlatch it, untie it from the floor, and they're like, "All right, roll it out."
So, I could have just rolled it away. I didn't have to go through it
No,
necessarily.
no, you were just in such a rush. It does that to most people. Don't be too embarrassed.
Oh my
It would have
god.
been very good for the show.
See, that's the thing. They make it good for the show. There was one guy who kind of figured it out because he was a regular watcher, so he thought he would sneak his way through for free. Nah, he got killed by the crowd afterwards. They thought he was a spoil sport. So, probably good on
That
you.
makes sense. Yeah. I was a good sport. I did it.
All right.
Something
So,
didn't
if everyone would be so kind, follow me beyond. And he starts walking you guys
We are nothing if not kind.
through to this other area. And I actually have something to show you.
Ooh.
If I can click it, which I can't.
Did it not work anymore?
It does not work anymore.
Oh, no.
Well, that's good.
Might be an ABS thing.
All right, well, I'll put them in post.
Yeah.
Yay
Visuals
again.
for later.
Right now we go.
God, it looks so cool.
Or scary.
Yeah.
If you want to show us anything, though, you can always log in.
I'm gonna do a quick something.
Oh.
Go like this, go like this. And I
Sunshine,
know that it's
lollipop.
this one.
Okay,
Rainbows.
so you guys are
Sorry.
led to the far side of the carnarium where the doors open. You guys are led through. You can hear that this thing is pulsing, breathing, emanating heat and stink like a living giant creature's mouth, as there are hundreds of people packed onto the either end of this hallway on the other side of the arena where the crowd normally passes through. But you guys have this small little area that you can kind of get into, and you just hear screaming, yelling, cheering, crying, as people are practically fighting and straining to crawl over each other, a line of imps and demons are just like holding back the crowd as you guys are kind of ushered through to your fans.
I
Whatever.
am holding close to Andy.
Yeah, a
And
lot of
earlier
hands are grabbing
with-
at you guys.
Stay
Oh,
behind
yeah.
me. For
I'm
real.
just gonna
I
like
will.
high five them along the way.
If anyone tries to touch me, I'll have a shocking grasp ready to like just zap them away, just a little bit, just for like a warning zap.
Awesome.
Nice.
As
I'm ready to bonk
Zoralia
anything too.
Zoralia
running.
holds her hands out, the crowd just push that much harder. You think that these demons are about to cave, their little cordon is starting to give way as they push that little bit more just to touch her fingertips, her kind of sharp nails. A couple of them are grabbing at you, whack, whack, just beating them. You
Is that-
shock someone and, ah! But you three are led and they go, you're gonna wanna move. Quick, 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 quick. Before this gets out of hand, we don't hold them for long. And he runs through to the other side where you can see that there is a Rakdos guild gate. Another one, this one seems a lot more subdued in nature. Spikes kind of adorning the way around it. It looks like the entrance to a small like garrison or fortress, and you can see that it's manned by people who want to keep those who haven't earned their way out. And as the guy leads you to it and gets you through to the other side under the glare of all of these Rakdosian cultists and slaughterhouse bouncers and things like that, he goes, "Enter and indulge your darkest fantasies, for you may never pass this way again. Well done on your victory."
Thank you, sir.
All right.
And let's hope we don't.
And he turns around and you just hear him go, "I gotta go back into this." As the demons like, they get one side of them just collapses, they get trampled over, and he goes, "I'm a dead man." And the guild gate closes. You guys are now past the actual gore house, and here you can see that you are in a very quiet area, actually. There's just the far removed echoes of laughter and crackling and people screaming in pain and terror and sheer hysteria. But it's all distant. Here, you're safe. Here, things are actually cold, stone, and they lead downwards into the dark. So, from here, if you guys have anything that you want to prepare yourselves for as you head downwards, you know by reputation, actually.
That Skullmead we were promised.
Yeah.
Yes, the Skullmead you were promised. Yes, you can ask about that. Yeah, so...
I have.
yeah. So, you're here, you're safe, everything's quieted down, and some demon is just kind
a
of
drink.
picking his nose, flicking a big old bogey, sees you, he's like, "What are you doing here? There's nothing to do here."
We just won. I believe this is where they told we could get a drink or something to revitalize ourselves.
"They want a drink?" So he kind of flutters in on these little tiny wings that shouldn't be able to keep his bulbous proportions afloat, and him and a bunch of like anti-cherubs carry this pot out. This one you can tell is not like a massive cup like at the race courses. It's not some public affair where everyone gets to see you dunk your head. This one's more like people giving out cups of Gatorade at a race to keep you in shape so that you can get to the finish line.
No
and go,
fancy chalice or anything.
it's certainly more like, "You're gonna need this, here you go," to kind of stay in the
That's
race.
better.
Yeah.
I'm not getting dunked in. Held that too long.
You sure you wanna?
Hands it over.
We can always take a nap if it doesn't agree with you.
Yeah.
Let's see how this goes first.
I can't get poisoned.
Doesn't a
can
nap
I?
just clear one point of exhaustion? Or does it clear both?
A long rest
A
clears
long
one
rest.
level.
Yeah.
I think you can't get drunk.
So if you have a
I
nap,
can't be
nothing will change.
poisoned. But if
Is there any benefits to her drinking this at this point?
it could alleviate the thing, but I have to do a con save to see if I get exhausted.
Can you just drink a small amount of it? You get,
No,
Okay,
because
I
it
didn't know
still
that.
has
Okay.
the same
The
effect.
effects are magical in nature.
So it is what it is. I
Yes.
see. I understand.
Can we just go to an inn?
1 second.
I will
And I'll
then
put
begin
it
to drink
down.
mine as well.
Do you want mine, Andy?
Yum. No, one. Oh, a finger.
Yes. I was gonna say, if it isn't already painfully obvious, you can no longer hide the fact that you guys are straight up cannibals at this point. The first time you dunked in there, you were like,
Yeah.
oh, there are human parts in here.
The first time was more fun.
It's like on a Caesar where there's a stick in it and just a bunch of stuff on top.
It's a piece of celery.
Yeah.
It's like a femur.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna chuck it to the side.
Comes with a little
Yeah,
snack
no.
on top.
You're gonna throw it to the side.
I can't. I'm not gonna drink it.
Freedom!
Yay! That's good.
Alright, so con save or
Yes,
Andy
I'm gonna
farts.
need you to do a con
Freedom.
save. I'm gonna need you to do a con save. The DCs have gone up.
2?
So, if you...
Sorry. I just thought about Andy farting and freedom.
Hey, back in there!
As those souls are saying freedom, that imp just like gets on his hands and knees and starts lapping it up. It's like, no.
Gaston also pops out of my staff, a little hole, and goes and drinks the
Gaston's
mead.
gonna drink
Oh yeah,
too.
some good food right there available to
Slapping it
him.
off.
All right.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
remember to feed your eye.
Oh, I did,
Oh.
like earlier.
You did like a day and a half ago.
Oh, it's been a long day.
Has
All right.
it?
We'll find
Okay, it should be fine.
All right. On a 1 to 5, you are both poisoned and get a level of exhaustion. On a 6 to 10, you're poisoned. On an 11 to 15, you have 1 level of exhaustion. 16 and up, you get
so
the
increments
benefits
of
of long
5.
rest.
Gotcha.
19.
That was a 20, but it's a 14.
Okay. So with a 14,
1 point of exhaustion. Is it?
yeah, you get a point of exhaustion. So that is a disadvantage on all of your ability checks.
Correct.
And you guys are going to count as effectively having a long rest. You get your
Oh,
spell slots
good.
back, you get your health back.
Yes.
Oh
no, I haven't taken it.
That's right.
Okay.
You don't get it. The rest of you just have to worry about your conscience.
I'm gonna wait until we have a sleep.
So, is there somewhere to sleep down here? We made it. It's
Where
far.
you guys are standing,
Where
this
do we
is
sleep?
this is just like a military post built
Yeah.
into a Rakdos Guildgate. There is nothing in this immediate area. You would have to walk on down the stairs in order to get to the next kind of area that's inhabited by people.
As the imp is like bending over and lapping it up, I'm gonna go point at him and just be like, is there like an inn nearby? Like, I'll grab my map that I have, like the theme park map, and be like, can you point?
All right.
And I'll try.
Let me see. Yeah. Okay. So, you see how you just passed through the guardhouse?
Mhm.
You see how there's literally just one way down? It's just like a one line. One
Yeah.
line, and then it goes to the next bunch of stuff. You just follow the one way you can go.
Okay.
Because you can't go back the way you came.
No.
Enjoy yourself.
You. They're so polite and strange down here.
Strange for sure.
Like Texas.
So, I suppose we'll go down
Yes.
and I suppose we drank that for nothing. It was just-
Well, you guys feel better now?
I do, I feel
And
Feel
great.
nice.
I mean,
did you
but I am a
feel
bit
tired?
sleepy, honestly.
Did you feel tired?
I feel pretty tired.
Lisa?
No, I felt okay.
Well, then that's good because only us two have to sleep.
And you can watch our backs.
That might
That
be
is a good
better
plan.
That is good.
because I don't really want to stay in a bed here when there's people around being crazy and slashing people.
You don't want to stay in the
Yeah.
street?
And there are people, a lot of people, who are trying to kill us at the moment. So
Yeah.
it's good we have you on
It'll be
duty.
fine. I will make sure nothing happens to you.
Good.
All right. And
Awesome.
we'll
So
head down.
you start walking down. Zoralia, you can tell by all of the tattered banners that kind of cover the walls and hang down from the ceiling as it just kind of just starts traveling down the stairways deeper and deeper into the Undercity. That this is what's called the Demon's Vestibule, or the Demon's Throat, as some other people call it. And you guys are walking past all of these torn pennants and banners from different places throughout the centuries. And the thing about Rixmati is that even from miles away, if you were on the surface and you just put your ears to the sewers, you would be able to hear the kind of manic cackling that just constantly emanates day and night from this place out of time, away from the actual day-night cycle. so it's just always on, and you guys are getting that in full force here. It's just this echo chamber kind of permeating you guys. You guys high on Skullmead, you just kind of, it's almost like everything is wibbling and warbling. You guys are almost stumbling and jittering down these shaking, almost quivering steps. It's a little bit trippy. You guys are keeping it mostly together, though.
I'm just shaking from being so scared. Not helping.
Yeah. There is this moment where you're going down, and it's very, very dark. There's but these small, single sources of illumination that barely show the outline from one step to the next.
Dark vision!
Very good. So you guys are totally fine because everyone and everything has dark vision.
Except for Vinny. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really?
No, he does.
Oh no, yes he does.
All right, so you guys are walking down, barely illuminated, until the whole place kind of takes on this orange and red kind of shimmering glow, as there are these lava shoots, these kind of pillars of magma that are dripping from the ceiling to either side of the stairs, and the walls drop away, and there are no railings as you're just standing on this thing that is barely kind of carved out of a natural formation of piled and heaped slag and rock. Everything is searingly hot, uncomfortably so.
You shall
Would you
not
like to
pass.
hold my hand while we go down here?
Yes, please.
Aww.
I'm not very good at jumping from rock to rock, so
I was
I'll
not
hold.
expecting all this down here. Where's this even coming from? The smelting wood?
Yeah, it could be.
Some of it can be.
Maybe.
But yeah, there is. You know that Rixmati is actually, from what you've heard of it, the Dungeon Palace sits in a massive, massive cavern at the center of a lake of lava, and all kinds of like pillars of that magma kind of drip down from the ceiling and run through it to keep it heated up and lit up. Yeah, as you guys are walking down these stairs, you can see that there are parts where it starts to curve and slant to the side. You can see that there are scratch marks of people who are just slid off to their doom. So you guys have to make your way slowly but surely across there. You have enough time to get by safely enough until down the line, just when you're like, oh my god, how deep are we freaking going? You get to an area where you see a sign, and you start to see a break in all of the banners. You actually come across an underground kind of habitated part of the Undercity here. But this one doesn't seem to have only Rakdosians in it. This is just, an area that has members of all kinds who actually are born and live out their entire lives down here. They've never known anywhere else.
You see, when I said we could have got here from underground, I meant we could go see this little town and just start from here.
This is an actual...
But that would have been less fun.
That was not fun!
Are you kidding
We almost
me?
died! One of us did die!
That was the greatest time of my life!
What about Becky?
Oh,
Well, I mean, that was
He did look like he was having
unfortunate,
fun.
but it was really cool. Plus, I
liked
think
it.
he planned for it, because, like, all that confetti and stuff.
yeah.
He knew what was up.
It looked like it was planned.
Like cards were coming out of him?
Like, yeah, he shot cards at me.
It wasn't even
That
Sunday.
For a long time,
Yeah.
so...
Like, he deliberately shot cards at me.
Yeah,
So I think that was on purpose.
I think he liked you.
Maybe.
He liked you.
I don't want to like a hat.
It's inside the hat, damn it. The mouse piloting the hat.
Still a person.
Why she went for Chad
Kidding.
instead of Becky?
That's right, Chad.
I bet if that hat was on a nice sexy body, you would have been more interested.
If it was the hat on Chad, 100%. He's a dummy.
That's racist.
Like, terrible.
It's a different kind of dummy.
Mind is not very good, but it's easy to, like, get him to just give us his card, so that was good.
Right.
What happened to Chad?
He's up in the carriage thing, probably fixing his cart.
Or eaten alive by now.
Probably.
Maybe.
Here's
He'll
hoping.
be okay. I'll come and pop down and do some racing every now and again.
Get that guy a Monster Energy drink or something. Some drywall to punch.
Yeah, you guys are walking down what is now, instead of this very scarily sloped very oddly, awkwardly carved steps, you are now onto what is actually a cobbled street down here under the city, and there are houses all over the place. This cavern is tall enough that they actually have roofs and stuff to prevent all of the dripping down of whatever liquids and kind of water is kind of falling from the top of the cave, and its stalactites, they are the ones that fall down.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, there are all kinds of people out here moving around. It's like an actual place. Not everyone's crazy here. Not all of them are gladiators who have won their way through, though it seems like they make a whole big chunk of change. A lot of their livelihood and business is made off of accommodating the victors. And so as you guys walk in, strangers dressed like you are, demon, weapon, armor everywhere, crackling with lightning, a whole bunch of people who were kind of placidly sitting by their stands a second ago. Hey, we got the best meat in the town! We got big sewer rats that don't normally come down here! It's a lot better than demon meat! Not toxic! You can eat all you want! Gorge yourselves, friends! Other people are like, kind of showing off other fleshy, meaty goods, just kind of like, whoa! Kind of approaching you guys. You guys are inundated.
I'll like hold one of the guys. Have you got like little cookies or cupcakes or like things like that? Or a fluffy blanket?
Yeah. Alright, yeah. I got some cookies. I got some
Oh
cupcakes.
gosh,
I got some stuff.
No.
And you want it on a fluffy blanket? I can be done.
No, I
just
wouldn't
wanna-
eat anything from these strangers, even though we just ate some soul-rending.
Yeah, I didn't
soul
eat
meat.
that.
Definitely eat it.
I
but-
didn't eat it. So
I
I'm
trusted
pretty
that more than this
hungry.
food here.
Oh.
But you live in the down under, and you don't think.
Well, I eat stuff from my own home, stuff I know that's safe, or at least I can assume.
It's meat. It's all good.
Oh, help yourself then. But I honestly, I just need to find a bed.
I'm gonna look for a sweeter lady somewhere nearby. If there's anyone
A
that
sweeter
Get her
lady.
looks a
alone.
bit nicer. Yeah, it doesn't look like a crazy
Alright.
person.
You make an interesting mistake where you approach an old person going, there we go. She's probably calmed down a little bit. This is gonna go really well. You approach and it's immediate, like, energy just like burns off of her hair. She seems to like bleed terror magically into you as she just does this 1,000-mile stare. She's like, back away and you keep your life. Back away now.
See if she's got any fried newts.
I haven't gone this long to be ended by the likes of you. And she just starts crawling towards you. Just,
I will shock her if she gets too close, but I'm running away.
so you start running and she's like, get away from me. And she scampers after you.
I've got a taser!
Yeah, so you run pointing your special taser at her and she just...
That is the most frightening thing I've seen so far.
You don't get old here unless you're hard as nails. So, yeah, that didn't quite go as planned. But as you guys go a little bit further down, you realize that it seems like a lot of the buildings and services that are provided to people who have just come down those steps, you realize pretty quickly that it's kind of the touristy, gimmicky stuff where they're just looking to take advantage of people who've got crap tons of money and who have just survived a near-death experience. As you guys kind of push through the crowd and you're like, ooh, this stuff seems like brutally unappetizing and really dangerous. Some guy's like, come sleep. Fall asleep. Don't worry. I won't charge you much.
But he sounds
like,
alright.
no.
He sounds on the level. What do you think?
Is that the guy that took the bet?
But yeah, as you guys push down the street,
Yeah, I'm gonna be asking around, see where the inn is, somewhere we can get some beds.
awesome. Yeah, someone actually points you. They go, well, you just came from up top, yeah?
Yes, and we are very tired.
That's understandable. Okay. In that case, depending on how much of your prize money you're willing to spend,
Where are your best accommodations?
that's going to be right at the edge of the town before you actually cross over the bridge that leads to the festival grounds outside of Ricksmatty. So you're going to want to go pretty much right to the edge of town. The closer you get to the Dungeon Palace, the better the service gets. They have to
Insight
accommodate
check.
the
Do I
the older
believe him?
demons. Go ahead and roll.
Insight and safest as well.
He sounded nice, but
11.
18 plus.
Whoa.
Something. 12. Perception. I got a 19.
Insight.
Oh, insight, sorry.
All right.
Insight is...
Yeah. You guys looking at him,
That's where it is.
22.
he seems like a genuinely pleasant and amiable fellow. He seems
Human?
like he's actually pointing you in the right direction. Though you do pick up something a little bit odd in the way that, like, his skin seems to... He's not lying to you with the words that he's saying, but you have a very distinct feeling that the longer you talk to him, he is not in his own skin. You get a very strange feeling that it sags and doesn't retract as if all of it is connected to the musculature beneath. There are spots where you can see, like, more under his eye than you should be able to. His gums are a little bit... Yeah, the longer you look at him, you're like, it's just
I think he's
Uncanny
wearing
Valley
somebody
Central.
else's skin.
He's wearing a mask. Let's not ask.
I am slightly curious.
We're gonna hide
How did you
behind-
get this work done,
This?
sir? Looks very real.
Yeah.
What are you under there, by the way?
I pay good money to be this man. You'll find that the Simic who are hanging around here, they don't exactly adhere to their normal work ethic and standards of practice as they do in their water pits.
I didn't know they had standards.
There are certain lines that they're not allowed to cross, certain things they're not allowed to do. They have to be able to put their guild seal on it as a symbol of quality
Some
and all
things
that.
they just won't splice.
Yeah, that's right. Unless you're here, then they'll splice damn near anything.
Okay.
The man I saw to get this done, he's actually down that way too. He's a weird-looking fellow, but he does good work.
If I ever need a lobster hand, I'll be heading back.
I didn't pay for lobster hands. He just kind of shows you his fingers, the
Yeah.
tips of which are like nail-less and kind of flopping, almost like a size of glove, too big.
Every fingertip has another hand on it.
There's a small hole with a blisters.
All right, I'm gonna put these to good
That
use.
was odd. Where do you say that was? Down here by the bridge?
Right
Yeah, just
down.
before the bridge.
Yeah.
All right.
Just before we enter the
I got a
vestibule.
good feeling about this.
He leaves you guys behind and just goes, "I'm gonna get me a lot of cheap girls."
Oh!
Walks up towards the cheaper
Enjoy
gimmicky
the
area.
festival.
All right. So you guys want the higher quality stuff. So
Yeah.
you're willing to spend a bit more of your winnings to get something a little bit more
How
stable
much
and
did
secure.
we get?
50 gold
Yeah,
each.
you guys got 50 gold Zeno each. You guys actually have them in huge denominations. You guys have 5 Orzovian like platinum Zenos
Yeah.
that count
Wow.
as 10 each.
Yeah.
You figure that they give them to you in that amount so that it's hard for
To
the
break it.
businessmen to break the change. So like, I guess. But you're the only one who actually has smaller denominations
Oh,
because you broke your one.
right.
You've got a Barosian 5 Xeno and then 3 single gold Xenos. Awesome. You guys push through, and as you're walking down that street and you're getting closer to the border of this underground town, you can see that there is some, like, he almost looks like a deep sea creature. He's near, like, translucent and, like, blubbery. And he's got, like, these large kind of teeth, and he carries his own, like, globule light source in front of him. These eyes that are, like, big as dishes, but pale, almost like he's got cataracts, and just... You're supposed to be dry in the crowd. I'm paying you to advertise. Come on, get up, sing your song. I need business, I need people. Come on, come on, come on. As he walks into a shop, and a couple other people walk out, and one of them actually seems to have recently suffered an injury, but they've replaced their arm. And it is like a tentacled arm that they've kind of got slapped on, and that guy looks like a gladiator of some sort who has survived.
Just look at my regular old arm.
Cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's some Rakdosian bard outside who starts singing a song, like a catchy advertising jingle, to kind of bring people in.
Can I play with him?
Yeah, sure. All right, so you perform alongside this guy. Do any of you guys actually want to go into this Simic building in the middle of a Rakdos area where you can get different graphs and mutations?
I'm gonna look at through the window and see like,
Yeah.
what kind of stuff's going on in there.
You can see that there is a lady of the evening in there who's like, yeah, I'm really loving the multiple orifices down there, and so are the customers. I'm gonna need one more. And it's just like a bunch of
Oh.
legs go up, and he's
I
like,
don't think I was supposed to see that.
Oh, no,
just he like picks her up, drops her on the table, and just starts getting to work
Yeah.
magically.
Oh.
Like things are going off. He's got these strange eel-like assistants. Their head just like getting right in there.
Wait, now I'm into it.
Well, yeah.
Is
it
that
seems...
the first time you've seen that stuff, Andy?
You've seen this kind of thing before?
Well, no, but
Do
like...
you have changes like
robots-
this? Have they worked on you?
No! They'd have like robots and stuff. Have you never seen like the cyborgs and robots? And
Yeah, but this is not that.
No, I know it's not that, but like... I
Seems
didn't-
much more invasive.
Yeah, we don't really do that stuff.
Do you know how many lady parts she had? So many!
And some other parts.
Well, at least now you can say that you've seen 1, 2, 3.
Yes, I have not seen that many.
Nice.
And honestly, I'm good for a while.
It is good for you to see these things.
He's smoking.
It's a bit shocking though.
Yeah. Oh God.
Uh,
But yeah, as
Do
you
you want
guys
any
are...
changes? Or you...
Oh, God.
I don't need
Yeah, I know
any.
you're pretty good the way you are.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna keep going down.
Oh, boy,
towards
that's so hard.
As you turn down the street, you can see that one of the last buildings on the way is actually like an inn,
Yeah.
but it doesn't look like a traditional inn.
Sexy.
It actually makes all of its money off of being the least Rakdos building in this entire
Thank
area.
God.
This
is
thing
amazing.
goes from the street up to the top of the cavern, and it's built very plainly of just like hard, thick stone. You can see that there are people who are dangling over the side of it who are re-etching in runes and wards of protection to stop people from infiltrating and getting through, stopping assassins, stopping things from going crazy. You can
The
see
guild
that...
had stuff like that too. That's it. It'll work.
I feel like this place might actually be safer than the guild right now.
It's
You can see that their
Oh, yes.
sign that's hanging over the door says in plain letters, "In," and underneath it's like 24-hour common motion bubbles on every floor. So it's just like they're constantly like calming everyone's emotions so that no one is getting completely out of hand. Now, they're just listing all of the like guards that they have on hand. This place is a fortress. It is the one place that people who aren't crazy about Rakdos can actually feel safe for a little bit.
I'm going right in there.
me too.
Awesome.
They must have fluffy blankets.
Now, as you guys walk in there, you see that the inside is actually lavishly, richly appointed. The outside looked like a chunk, just like a block, just a massive stone rectangle. In here, everything is deep, lush, and red and vibrant. It's everything looks like you could kind of sink into it through your boots. You're like, what am I walking on? Despite all of this luxury and loving every bit, the slight spice and like you can almost taste something drifting through the air, kind of leading you on. Someone seems a little bit irritated, and that someone is big. And clearly the calm emotions is the only thing keeping them in check. It has huge, huge horns, kind of layered in this like battle tank armor, hands on the counter, and there is someone who is behind the counter going, I understand that you are a big deal around here, and you have been very good for the cash every other time, but you've been here too long, and your shows just aren't attracting as many people as you used to,
The reward money, we can't loan you anymore. I'm sorry. If you can't afford a room here, you're gonna have to go somewhere else. Somewhere higher up, maybe, towards the actual vestibule.
Oh, I almost forgot.
What do we see?
Yes. I want to explain my guy, but
Introduce yourself.
can I skin something in a way that doesn't affect anything since that last little conversation about the mutations and stuff?
Yeah.
So this guy was going to have some javelins on his back, but instead he has what looks like wings, and the bones within the wings are folded up and collapsed, and the bones are actually javelins attached to his back.
Ooh.
He's got these big long horns that curl up. One of them looks like it's been kind of cracked a little bit, and they have little tips on them that are metal and pointy and sharp. He's got this big fist on his chest like that with the lines running out, but the red from everything is just basically caked on blood that's almost gone black, except for a little bit of cleaning and wiping that he's done on the chest piece.
So it's the burrow sigil on your...
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And he kind of gets quiet for a minute, and he's about 7 feet-ish tall, horns out a little bit. Pretty close.
7 feet?
Pretty close.
Big fella.
Their average is like 6 and a little bit, so he's taller, on the taller side. But he's got some horns too, so, you know. And I think...
I thought this place was safe.
I'm sorry, son. You take yourself a little bit too seriously, it seems. It was funny at first, and everyone thought it was great that you would come down, and, you know, I'm here to kill all the demons when they're just born of Rakdos' nightmares for free every day. They liked laughing at you for a bit, but now it's kind of sad, and so the money's just not coming in, and we can't risk it.
So I have 2 instincts on what I want to do, but I think this guy would know more than I would know. How bad would it be to grab him as a grapple check? Like, this place has a lot of guards, right? You kind of explained that. This is like a...
Yeah.
They don't have any... Okay, I don't know what their tolerance level is like for...
There are some... The Rakdos must operate at some level.
Okay.
There must be some core of a little bit of order. If it was pure anarchy all the time, it would just devolve into nothingness. And you know that one of the rules here is you don't touch the staff.
Yeah. Can I say my guy saw this show?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because I was thinking that your guy is normally, like, fighting in the blood crypts near the festival grounds.
I just think if he has to
but
walk
if
through
you-
that and there's only one way there, he might have seen the show on the way there, because he
First
hasn't
one.
started staying there yet if he's being refused service, which means he's coming there from somewhere. And
Well-
if that's the only way to get there, he would have had to go through...
You're a regular, are you not?
Yeah.
You've been down here for a little while, so you would be coming from the other direction.
Ah,
So
okay.
these guys came from the surface, the Gore House, and they came
Can I
down
say I
the
caught
demon's
wind
throat.
of them?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can hear of, like, the latest batch of winners, because that kind of news passes like wildfire through this little town.
Okay, so
that jumps at the opportunity.
In that
to
case,
scam
I'll
them.
just slam my hand down, and I'll just turn around. I won't say anything to the guy, and I'll tilt my head and look. And you guys kind of... You're in the doorway at this point. You walked in.
Yeah.
You okay?
Quiet. You
He points at Lisa.
seem familiar. Are you the group I heard of? With the, piñata?
Yes, that was us.
Seems you're down. One man.
That is true.
No, we are currently not the Fungal Four. That's right.
Right.
Yeah, just free. 1, 2, 3.
Oh no, in my speech too, I said the Fungal Four.
You did.
Yes.
But,
But that's okay.
I mean, Vinny's still around, so somewhere.
You
I don't know
that.
Vinny, but I do know that I need a place to stay. And you could use some help.
You look very helpful.
My name is Baltic. I am quite helpful. They call
You
me
look very handy in a fight.
They call me the Sin Stalker.
Just.
Grapple check.
That's a pretty cool name.
Just because he was like Baltic.
24 for a grapple check.
Of course! I cannot even do that. Like, I
you
can't
nat
beat
20.
that. I can do a nat 20.
Good.
Nope.
All right.
I picked
So-
it up.
Fucking so.
Don't.
The shield's out and the staff. You let her go.
Yeah, he's holding it with
Please.
one hand, just kind of like this.
Sorry. It's a cool name.
Put her down.
I'm
I'm
Tig.
not talking to you. It's okay.
Hello? like a little finger, pretty much.
Hey, watch it,
Can
Betty.
you put me down?
He is helpful, but very angry.
Yeah, you look very
Seems
tired.
just as likely to kill us.
Do you need a nap?
I do need a place to stay.
Well, I am sure there are many accommodations in this town, perhaps some more suited to your current wealth.
Oh, no. If... Got... And I'll go to the front desk. Have you got a fluffy blanket? And I'll give him some money.
She
Go and get a fluffy blanket.
She
He clearly
puts her
needs
hand
one.
on the counter, and you can see that even the counter, though it looks like wood, as you touch it, you're like, oh, it feels fuzzy and fluffy. So like,
Velvet wood?
Oh! I'm gonna be
we
like,
have
"Fluffy
fluffy blankets.
Okay, fluffy blanket and...
By the way, little lady, are you going to be a customer?
yes.
If you pay the fee right now, then anyone who lays a hand on you falls under the protection of this building.
Oh, of course, he's fine. He just needs a fluffy blanket, so you need to get one right now, please. And how much is a room?
Well, to
It's a
stay here for
Snickers.
a night, the room would be 5 zino.
Okay, and then I'll pay for all of us, including him, for the fluffy blanket as well.
Perhaps there's a misunderstanding. It's 5 zino for a room, which is for one person. So 5 zino each.
Yeah.
Oh,
So how
very
much
good.
is... I've got enough, haven't I?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
You just slap 2 platinum on the
Yeah.
counter. Oh.
I'm good for it.
We
And then
only need 3 rooms.
Okay, 3 rooms.
Okay.
I
I don't know if I'm not staying or if you guys are bunking, but
Yeah,
either
what's
way,
going
it's
on with
exciting.
you two? Seems like she's pretty into you right away.
I don't
She
know.
likes tall men.
Because I,
Okay.
picked her up.
Is she? Please tell me she's getting a fluffy blanket right now.
Yeah, she takes the one coin, takes the other, and as she holds it before she puts it away, she goes, I assume room service?
Of course.
And she just doesn't come up with change. Boom, a blanket just like
Yeah.
materializes from under the counter. Enjoy your
And
stay.
then I'll walk back over and try and throw it up over Baltic.
Yeah, like hangs on a horn. It's like,
Does
You
that
may
help?
want this catalog
Oh, okay.
for number of people, species, gender, sex.
No.
You're gonna want it.
Okay.
just a kid.
Okay.
You don't pay that much for a room and then not experience it, so
Okay.
trust me.
Cool. And I'll just put that in my bag. You clearly don't need it, and I'll give you the 1 room key for you two.
Okay.
Nice.
You-
What?
Sure.
Is that
You
what
share.
you?
That's
Is that what you wanted? I can go and get the other one if you want, but
If we could get one with 2 singles, please.
Okay.
He's seen a lot of vag for the next 5 years.
I'm
He's a little scared, I think.
So there's 2 single rooms and another room that 2 of you guys are gonna push into.
oh no, like
Or-
I was
1 room
under
with
the
2 single
assumption
beds.
that I have to protect them, so I would not be in a room because I'd have to sit out in the
Oh.
hallway and
Yeah.
watch
Okay.
the door.
So it would just be a 1 room with 2 single beds and another room.
And a chair for the hallway.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So you guys, she asks you to put your hands on the counter. She kind of takes this arcane stamp and just puts it on the back of your hand. The kind of bloody ink seeps into your skin. She goes, all right, if you are willing, and if your body part is still attached with the arcane key, then your room will open.
Ooh, that's foretelling.
They should be safe in here. So.
Yeah. And yeah, I'll head up with them.
Awesome.
Me too. I'll ask for one of those pamphlets.
You get a pamphlet, and then she looks at the way that you're looking at it, and she goes, hands it over, like, and it's pure black. Everything else is like red and black
Yeah.
with ornamentation. This one is just the black card. So,
What's on the black card?
I don't know. You open it, and it just goes, oh!
It's so tired. I'm gonna right to bed.
Don't open the black cards!
I don't get black cards. I'll
Awesome.
just flick through.
Don't
when
check
I
in
get
on me
back.
till the morning.
I'm gonna flick through and check if Chad's in there.
What's that?
I'm gonna flick through and see if Chad's in there.
No.
Okay. I'm just checking.
Now, you can see that there is a section on shapeshifters and the quality of the shapeshifter, like how old they are, how practiced they are at assuming other people's bones and shapes and things like that.
Oh no.
Some of them even have like the reliquaries of famous celebrity entertainers from Rakdos's storied
I love
history,
that.
and
That
they
is
can like
so cool.
Is
take.
Ramos in there?
Ramos is not dead, so they don't have a reliquary of Ramos. You do, however, if you look over, see that there is a Ramos look-alike at some point. Though that guy, the price that was listed, now that you guys have, it's discounted.
Nice.
So it's-
Damn it.
But yeah, so you guys are met by some kind of demonic creature outside of a magical lift because they can't have stairs take up all this space. And as soon as it sees you, every one of you guys sees it kind of shimmer in and out of different visions. And it looks different but attractive to each and every one of you. You each see what you want to see in this woman in this thing to a certain degree. Yeah, it does look demonic-ish, but it assumes what you want to look at to the best of its ability before it guides you to your rooms, and then it lets you in. If you require anything, you guys can go ahead and ask for it, and it will be provided.
Nice.
Nothing I can think of.
Yeah, just fluffy blankets and some safe food.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You gave the 5 gold Xeno, so that is going to take the form of exquisite food, and oddly enough, one of the main selling features on every dish is that it's one of a kind. You don't quite know what to make of this tag that sits on every plate that comes to you, but alright. The meat is delicious.
I'll take a nice
Everything is...
plate of food as well to the room.
We're all individuals.
Yeah, it's marbled, succulent. It tastes completely different. It's all like the same cut because that's the best thing that sounded. But they're all just have some weird detail about them. I imagine you kind of are on to some of the things that are served here, and your guy would not be down for eating certain dishes.
Probably.
So you probably get like just heaping troughs of like vegetables and things that are shipped down through this, like the Undercity into this area at great expense.
And it's all bad smelling stuff, like just onions and just like chomping away this gross stuff.
Eating my dessert, staring at his vegetables.
Awesome. So, for all intents and purposes, you guys are, if you guys want to spend another if you want to spend another 3 Xeno each, I'm going to count it as if you guys have consumed a hero's feast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Would
for
I
the
have
next
that
session.
money?
Sure.
That's up to you. I don't care one way or the other. This guy ain't sticking around forever, so.
I don't
Nope,
think you
doesn't.
would. At this
Nope.
point, you come down in spurts where you build your money back up and then you spend it just fighting and murdering everything, and then you have to go back.
Alright, yeah. So I'm up in the room eating that. I will check in on my eyeball in a jar with the tentacles called Gary and see what he's doing. I'm been reminded I need to feed him, so
Yeah, I'll be like tapping on his glass.
my scraps there, I'll just...
Something concerning happens when you look at Gary in the jar. When you fed him a whole bunch of concentrated Numbafell, you can now see that there is a mushroom growing directly behind the eye, almost like an upper lid to it, with no underlid,
Ooh.
and it's a mushroom cap. And it's
Just as intended.
it's a Numbafell mushroom. Oh, you meant to...
Sure.
It has now incorporated that into its being.
Oh.
And you open the jar?
Can I assist him in any way?
Oh god.
No, I'm alone in my room.
Okay, yeah. Don't die.
Well,
Yep.
I thought
Carefully.
I thought I'd be sharing the feast with you in your room anyway before I go sit in the hallway
All right.
alone for 8 hours.
Let's see
Okay,
what happens.
Then maybe you can help
Yeah.
me, because
I'm in my
I
separate
will
little...
lend you aid.
Nice.
Don't blow my face off.
my hands are pretty shaky from the skull meat and everything. Maybe you should do it. Could you?
Okay.
Do you
I
mind?
will, yeah.
I'll give him the
Try.
piece of chicken or whatever that is.
Okay.
It's
Alright,
not
you
chicken.
open. Open it up. I'll toss in the chicken.
Everything tastes like
Okay.
chicken.
Sleight of hand, advantage.
Oh, sweet.
Clear 50.
Good. It was
26.
Oh.
All right, you open it up, and with him helping you with the chicken in hand, you pop it open, and it immediately flattens its belly, points that mushroom up at you. You close the lid, and it goes, sprays it. This mist fills the jar. You open that up, drop the meat inside, and close it. The Numbafell did not manage to spray you in the face.
Oh, that's good.
All right, so you drop the meat in, and it just kind of starts tearing into it and sucking little bits of it apart and growing new greenery on
He's a
it.
good boy.
It enjoyed the meal.
Good.
Yeah, you can tell because the eye is just following you throughout the room, no matter where you put it.
If it absorbs what you feed it, and you fed it some guy named Alex or something, is it just like... I don't
I'm
know.
wondering that too.
I'm gonna find out.
All right, so you guys are paying the 3 Xeno, 3 Xeno, 3 Xeno, and someone's covering him.
Yep.
If no one's covering him, then
We're all
you
in our
won't
rooms alone, and I
have
don't know
Yeah.
about it, so...
If he's
I
just
wouldn't
having
have it.
vegetables and stuff, then I'll leave him to it.
to.
I'll
Awesome.
have my.
All right.
Wonderful
Well, I
feast.
think I'm gonna head out. You're gonna watch us tonight.
Yes, I will
Thank you.
keep you very safe.
Uh,
Gonna sleep so
all right.
well.
Good night.
My big single bed,
Nice.
just stretching out.
Good job today, by the way.
Oh, thank you. You too.
You were incredible. I'm gonna look outside, see if there's anybody working.
There is a gorgeous person, like just swaying. It's almost just a tabard that covers just the right amount, and then it covers just the right amount as it even tapers in. It's pretty much like a long triangle, and it's just swaying with the curves that kind of just manage to keep it in place. It does shift. There aren't any strings or effect. She just seems that good at walking it. Did someone order the hero's feast?
No, never mind. Nothing.
Just sweating.
Oh, too good looking.
It's enough for 1 week.
I need a shower.
I ordered the hero's feast.
Yeah. So she pulls out, like, from behind the triangle, like, a list of numbers, and you're like, all right. Duk, 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 you hear a knock at your door. Hero's
You
feast.
can come in and bring it in. Bring my food
All right,
in.
you innocent little thing. In she goes,
She's
the door
not.
closes.
She's not that innocent.
You enjoy a hero's feast.
You feast all night. So we don't get a bonus from the hero's feast, just her. Or...
No, you do as well.
Okay, so
Oh,
do I,
that's like
like, what is the
hero's
bonus?
feast.
You
I'm
get to
going
eat in and eat out.
I'm going to look it up for the next session when you guys are going to have, like, wake up from the long rest. All right.
And a level up. apparently.
Yes, and a level up.
My guy gets 2 more things that I didn't think he had.
Wait.
Oh wait, you're
You
talking
guys
about
are at
the
level
other
6.
Ah, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
All right. Awesome. So you guys are in your rooms, getting to sleep, getting rested somewhat.
I'm in
Except for
the
you.
hallway and I am writing poetry. And it'll be beautiful. I'll be like, I want to lick you from your head to your toes. And I'll be very content with that.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
As you're sitting there for hours, kind of trying to keep yourself busy from falling asleep, eventually, doors to the Arcana lift open, and someone steps out. And you know who it is the moment their foot steps into the hallway. The way that he just kind of
Oh,
shakes into the hallway and seems to take the entire thing up with his height, his horns almost like grazing the ceiling, and he just... There you are. I was told I could find you here. I was waiting. It's not good to keep me waiting.
I'm sorry, Father.
Oh, you're coming into your own. That's so good. It's
I
about
did realize how
time.
silly I was being.
And he walks over to you, and you can see that he actually just glides, sitting, smoothly moving into like a cross-legged sit across from you. You're just 2 people sitting in a hallway.
So, you've come to see things a little bit more my way?
It, if you think about it, is pretty funny.
They hated every moment. I mean, for me, it was fire and forget. For them, they got stuck with you for decades.
They really did.
Oh, man. Oh
They were
my god.
completely horrified. They completely treated me like so horribly. They were. They tried to. They tried to beat the monster out of me.
They can't. This is the whole point.
I know.
You get that from your dad, to be honest. You come by it very, very honestly.
Do you want to see what they did?
I do.
I will turn around and I will kind of slide the arms of the dress off, and
that's
he will
a
see
deep one.
a bunch of scars from lashings, some of them fresh, and he will see 2 big scars where wings used to be.
Oh. Yeah. Don't worry. I mean, at least they have a really cool pattern to them. Mine, they're all haphazard. And he kind of lifts up his shirt, and you see that this man has practically been ripped apart.
Oh.
He has been eviscerated over the centuries of his lifetime, living however he has. He is just a mass of scar tissue outside of what is shown. Like, his face is pristine, but just below the V of his clothes, this man is... You don't know how he's lived. I mean, yeah, I've got some trophies too. You'll get some more, but it's okay.
I imagine. How old are you then?
Me? I've been at this... It's gotta be... And you can see, for a second, he gets genuinely... like... morose. 800 some odd years now.
Oh
Oh, some of them were good. But, I did suffer and languish more than I had to. The first 300 were an absolute chore. I was a wreck. Oh man, we are not meant to live this long. That's why, dear, I tried to, get it out of the way quickly. Tear off the bandage. I figured if you suffered early on and were raised to not get too attached to people, and then you'd be mostly resistant to how awful this world can be. I tried to do you a favor, darling, and I'm so glad that you see that.
Absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
It is hilarious.
I did have to get rid of that one friend of yours. He was the only one, so I just figured if he disappeared, then it wouldn't be too horrendous, but I couldn't have him twist you. I couldn't have you see the good in people, because then you'd just get all ripped up and torn up about it time after time after time. I'm hoping that if I've done it right, and you've seen people for what they are since you started, I think I've prepped you. I think you're ready to take on the world.
I feel ready. What is
Good.
going on with my voice? This keeps happening.
Well, I think a great deal of that has to do with the fact that you met me, little one. Up until you met me, you didn't really come into your own, but we're a competitive bunch. Us succubi, incubi, what have you. So, you meeting your big old dad, it's sparked something into you. You're growing. Oh, you're taking after me so quickly.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And I really needed that. Because you know what? It does get lonely. There are a lot of things that live to my age, but very few things that see things the way I do. So I'm so glad that I've got someone like me who understands me, because I really couldn't wait 500 years for you to get to where I'm at right now. I'm so good. It's so good to have you back where you belong.
It feels good to be down here.
Oh, the things we'll get up to, Zaraya. Can you change your name? Just reminds me.
I actually
since
quite
you're not
like
in on
it.
the
It's
joke.
pretty funny, don't you think?
We'll work on your
It's funny when I
sense
don't
of
like you.
humor, I guess, because that one's just a little, it's a touch sad. I mean,
What would
They-
you have named me?
I hate this guy.
How about Rake?
That sounds very Rakdos-like.
Right? And I did get to see your little trick right before the end. I stayed in the audience to the last second. I had to see if you made it. I had to see what you said. I liked your little thing to the people. Oh, it got them going.
Oh, they went crazy. It was wonderful.
You inspire people to madness and murder just like your old man.
It was the most wonderful moment of my life.
You know,
Wake up. I'll come.
You know, Rake,
Wake me.
I am becoming quite proud of you already. And he
Oh.
reaches up and just puts a clawed finger under your chin, just moves your head from side to side. And you go, it will come within your power to be able to iron out some of the wrinkles, but man, you're almost there already. So young, too. So,
I have one request from you.
oh, anything. What do you want, dear?
Do keep the boy alive. He is a fun pet for me. A virgin, you know.
Oh? You know,
Still remember.
after
He won't be in a minute. He walks in there. What are you doing?
there are some things, Rake, that you'll find never quite get old or dull with time. A few centuries in, you start to tire of things like good food, but you never tire of a good virgin. Every one is its own thing. So, eat up. And once you're done with them, then I'll do what I do. We must actually discuss what we are going to do now that we're going to be partners in crime. Father and daughter duo. We are going to have to discuss how you will have to back down from your whole thing with we're the mates, we're going to fight Rakdos. Because I'm kind of on the opposite side of that.
But it
and we
was
do
really
have to burn
funny.
it down. It is!
Like the riots. Oh my god.
So, I think it would be so great if, when you get all of the people you convinced to join your side, and you show up on the opposite side. I think that would be great. They would be betrayed, they would feel hopeless, we would slaughter them in the surprise. Oh my god. I'm just picturing it. I'm happy again. Rake, you're doing all kinds of... I haven't felt this way in so long. And, man, I studied just enough Azorius law to find that little precedent on adopting at that one particular church. It was brutal. Worst thing I've ever done in all my time. But you've got it built in. It's all right into the cake. Oh, we could rip this
They
place
made it
apart.
into me so good.
All right. So, I need one night to talk to some interested parties. I've got Jury of the Review. I've got Judith the Scourge Diva. It's going to be so good. Even Yasser might lend me some of his gladiators.
Wow, that is amazing.
He is the one who kind of allowed me to host this whole shindig. It is his gore house. So, I've got some very interested people. I'm going to meet with them tonight. Tomorrow, you join me. Turns out that we've got our own little thing planned. They'll be in it hook, line, and sinker. All of their people will be committed to my cause, and we'll wash over the midst like that.
What if we pretend that we're actually going to fight each other?
I don't see the point, but... Sorry, we really are going to have to work on you a touch. I'm not following. What?
You don't think it would be funny that father and daughter fighting each other? It doesn't even make any sense.
You're kind of sounding like your average Rakdosian right now. It's kind of off-putting. You're supposed to be a little bit more than that, Rake.
I'm a little
We're
new
a
at
step
this.
above. I mean, you have to have a certain sophistication about the whole thing, right? It's gotta have like satirical or ironic notes within the humor. It can't just be like slap a man and he farts. That doesn't work. It gets really tiring, really fast. I've passed that stage a long time ago, dear.
Well, I am so new to this.
If you find it funny, we can cut each other up a little bit.
Okay.
All right. So instead of meeting me at the Broken Toy Box, why don't you meet me at a blood crypt? It'll still be on the festival grounds. I'm going to arrange for the interested parties to join me. They'll watch the festivities, and we'll see what happens from there. We can get you and your friends kind of down in the pit, and you and I can be a special after-show entertainment. How's that sound?
I like it.
Very good. That's my girl. And he kind of glides up into being, and as he does this, you sitting in the hallway, he just kind of looms over you, smiling with this ear-to-ear grin. He just, I am oh so looking forward to working with you, because we are going to have to be doing it for oh so long. I am sorry for that, by the way. But you are only half important, so you'll be gone by around 500 or so. The worst of it you won't have to live through, dear.
That sounds good.
He kisses you on the head. Oh, my little girl. And he walks a step as he turns, and then he just looks at the door that Andavarius is sleeping in, and oh, I can tell.
It is so nice.
Oh, fine perfume it is. He walks, goes into the lift.
And Vance just gets a chill and just puckers up.
Oh god.
You know what? You are left in the hallway, your dad having left you. What do you want to do, Zoralia?
So fucking mad.
I want to kill him so bad.
Probably just going to be stewing there and just letting them get their sleep,
Get
and
him,
I'll
sneak
just start sharpening my dagger.
Wake us up, we can kill him right now!
Cannot technically in this building.
But he's leaving.
Yes, but it might stop us. I assume it would.
Not if
probably.
we're gone.
Zoralia, what do you want to do? Do you want to wake them up, or do you want to let them sleep?
And let them sleep.
You sit there with your thoughts, alone, for 8 hours. But that's RAVNICA for you.
Oh.
Thank you so much for sticking with us through to the end of this episode. The next one is going to be a bit of a doozy.